bitches. What's up? Wake up. It's the morning time.
What's up? What's up? Good morning, everybody. How are we doing today on the Daily Dads? Good morning, Oz. Oz in there and early. Took advantage of Caitlin being in the doctor's, right? Are you at the doctor's right now? So mixed up on days, guys. What's up, Bukes? Good morning. How you doing? Caitlin, what's going on? David in the house saying hi to everybody. Good morning, fam. How's everybody doing today? How are we doing? How are we living? How was your night? Um, I had one of the best days ever yesterday. Just a simple day. It was just a good day. I like to change music, but I miss rocking out in the morning. Yeah, there are a couple other songs on here on StreamYard, really limited amount. I'm sure there is a way for me to add more, but I'm just not that technical. I did just reach out to our two friends. I don't know if you guys remember these guys, but Jason Turner and Ryan Turner. Just reached out to both of them. Jason is currently sitting in a sauna, maybe listening, maybe not. We don't know. Because I need the password for the My Daily Dad's Facebook so I can take that over and do absolutely nothing with it. And then I asked Ryan for, I'm okay with Ryan calling me a bitch. And then I asked Ryan for some of the old school stuff that he has, like the logos, the backgrounds, t-shirt designs, all that kind of stuff. Because I have been thinking about maybe doing a rerun on some swag and rebranding or redoing logos and musics and stuff like that. Just kind of making it more my own. Maybe trying to figure it out. Put that on myself since I am kind of just doing it and running it. But yeah. What's up, everybody? It is it Wednesday? Yes, is it canon Wednesday? So that's how you know what day it is. Hump day. Some people like do an online store, print on demand. Yeah, true, true story. I should just do that. If you guys want them, you can get them. That makes sense. Um, my friend Kowski's doing that like crazy with his Alien Inks thing. We need a reunion tour, Blaze Ryan tour. Yeah, no, dude, it would be great. I have money to spend. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. um, I don't need the money. I just want you guys all to be able to rep it if you want to rep it. Like I enjoy the shirts. I enjoy the hoodie. I don't have a hat. That dick. Ryan never gave me a hat. I don't think he ever really printed them. Actually, I think he made like one or two, and then him and Blaze just have them. But, anyways, we're here. Like I said, really good day yesterday. It was simple. It was really simple. I worked in the office for a little bit. I had an early meeting. Dog groomer today. Nice. Get that pup ready. Get that pup ready. Um, then went to my jobs. Everybody's, doing their thing. Scheduled some stuff. Got some advanced planning going for the next couple of weeks. Finally had guys installing these doors. That's like the big trigger and hinge point right now that I'm waiting on is these freaking doors going in, so that I can just like wrap up things right behind the door and then finalize my inspections and then insulate and drywall. So did not plan Lando's grooming. Oh, that's the meeting. Or that's the thing you had to do this morning. That's right. Um, okay, David. All right. David's getting awkward, y'all. And then I jammed back to the office because I needed to, I don't know, grab something, do something, send out an email. Um, but yeah, we're good. We had a really good, quick, productive morning at work yesterday, and then I left. Good morning, MP. And then I left for home, and this is where my day turned around. It was just so great being home. I don't know if it was because my wife and kid were gone for the weekend. It just felt good being back in our routine, seeing them home. Um, we went into some Roblox so that I can kind of chill and decompress off the drive. So super tired. I don't know why. I'm tired, why my wife's tired. I don't know what's going on, but I was tired. So Amy and I laid down for a nap. We actually took a nap, so that was cool in the guest room. Um, and then Bentley came in a rocking and a rolling to wake us up. So we did a workout. We jumped in the pool. Me, Amy, and Bentley jumped in the pool in the jacuzzi, played some games, had some fun, watched him do some of his swim strokes that he's learning, and Amy tried to teach him. That went mid, like it went okay until it didn't go okay, and she goes, "Yep, this is why you can't teach your kids swim." 100%. In a mood today for sure. Need the gym later to fight those demons. Dom needs Bailey in the room. Just chill and be off camera. I know. Yeah. And we were bouncing back and forth car purchases for Bailey, actually, speaking of Bailey, and trying to plan that whole thing out. I guess I spoke incorrectly to my wife and Bailey. I guess I said something along the lines of, for your first car, I'll match up to $10,000. And I was like, that's not the way I wanted it. And my wife's like, okay, so if you're doing 10 and she's doing 10, she can get a $20,000 car. And I'm like, yeah, but she doesn't have 10. Like, so she's only got like 800 bucks. So if she wants to all of a sudden make 10, sure, let's do this. You hustle out and go make $10,000. That might be worth it. Guys do not speak incorrect. Guys only speak incorrectly to women. Um, so then all these my daughter's, for whatever reason, her favorite car is a Dodge Charger and purple because that's her favorite color. So all these Dodge Chargers started to hit my text message inbox as I'm driving home. And so in the pool, when I had some time away from Bailey, I was like, look, she shouldn't be getting her dream car for her first car. Like, our kids are spoiled, but do we really want our kids to be that spoiled and at 18? So I tried to, talk myself out of that situation. I think I got there. So we'll see. We are going to try to plan some time to go shopping and jump in cars. And plus, the Charger's a big car, and my daughter's a small lady. And I'm a little concerned with her having a big, like, low-seated car. Just kids hit shit, when they're like that. So I feel like she gets something smaller, um, higher miles, just something with problems. Problems teach you something good. Just give her your Tesla. That at one point that was on the table, but it wasn't for me. My wife was just like, "It's such a good deal with the Tesla and not having to pay gas because gas prices were surging at the time." And I'm like, "Honey, you get that the electricity that I use to charge the Tesla still costs us money, right?" Like, it's not a lot of money, but it's still a good amount of money. Yeah, and Dom gets a new car. I don't want a new car. I have the car I want. I'll just keep getting new ones when my lease ends is basically what my plan is, because I like this car. I don't like the bigger ones, so I'm okay with the one that I have. Uh, anyways, pool was fun. We played some games. Then we came back inside the house, um, showered, changed, whatever, and then we played. What did we do? No, we sat for a little bit. I think I finally ate. Yeah, that was good. And then Bentley was really wanting to play freeze tag, so Amy, and I played freeze tag, and it was actually like a little bit of a light workout because at one point my wife was it, and she was chasing me, and, like, our house has, like, a loop, like, we have a central staircase, and so you can, like, literally run laps around this thing, and in fact, when my wife does her step challenges, before we had the walking pad, she would just walk around this loop, and so her and I were just doing laps at, like, a light jog. So yeah, got a little workout in. What's up? What's up? What's up? Right? Go electric, save money on gas. At the same time, let's increase delivery. Yes, true story. Very true story. My first car was my grandpa's old car, Chevy Aveo, then used Mercury, then used Mercury Mariner, which I loved, and now I'm finally back to my Chevy, but I have an Equinox now. I'll get the trim first. Nice. Chevy fam. Um, yeah, and that's what we were talking about too. My first car was my mom's hand-me-down. So she had a '85 Honda Prelude, so 2 years younger than me, and I knew that car my whole life. And then she bought a new car, not a new car, but a new used car, and then gave me that one. And I'm thinking, and it was like 150, 180,000 miles on it or something. Sorry. I had a daughter that crushed cars. It's buying 3 cars later, a Jeep Cherokee, a tank. Yeah, see, and that's another thing that I think as well is like getting her like a nice older steel vehicle. And B had a Jeep Grand Cherokee, bought for 3K. I always wanted it. That was weird. Guys, confirm you can see me again. For whatever reason, I just got booted and I feel like I'm back. So I'm gonna talk real slow. Sold it 5 years later, 130 mile. Nice. Dang. All right, bro. All right, bro. All right, bro. Yeah, you broke me because you talked about a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Anyone want to comment to say that you can hear me again? Anyone? Anyone? I'm back. Am I back? Guys, you do not need to refresh. I feel like I'm back loud and clear. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Um, yeah. So it was a good time. And then out of nowhere, we're towards the end of the night, Bailey just goes, "All right, bye, y'all." Like, what do you mean, bye, y'all? Where are you going? And she goes, "Oh, I'm going bowling with Jacob. He's outside. Bye." And I'm like, hold on. Did you tell walking into school? Hey, don't do that. I thought we were done with that. Um, did you talk this out with your mom or I? Like, what is this? And so she's like going towards the front door. I'm like, Bailey, seriously. And she goes, "What? I'm 18. I'll be back at 1 o'clock. I'll be back before 1 a.m." I'm like, hold on. It doesn't work like that. So we are about to enter that stage that we all knew was coming, where this little 18-year-old tries to act like she's an adult, but quickly needs to be reminded of how little of an adult she actually is. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I spent the rest of my night popping in and out of Caitlin's baby shower stream, which now that she's gone, we can talk about her, right? So that's totally fine. Um, it was a fun time. It's a fun time. It looked like everybody was having fun. Again, I was distracted watching multiple things. Gotta put that fake rent bill on the counter one morning. Yeah, I know. I know. All good things, Caitlin. I was just joking. All good things. It looks like people were there. There was love shared. Her turd of a brother was there trolling. Games were played. I kind of missed the game. I kind of came back into it. Um, items were bought off the registry, so that's awesome. Seems like she has a good stock of diapers going. So all good things. I'm glad. I'm glad it happened. Check the Blaze podcast I did. Six. Oh yeah, yes. Um, so that was fun. That was fun. Totally fun. And then, like I said, it's Is It Canon weekend or Wednesday. Everybody go listen to that podcast by Ann and Tom. Tom reminded me that there was a new Avengers movie coming out this December. So I got to watch the trailer this morning. That was awesome. I'm fucking excited for that shit. And then um, I just messaged Tom to see if he wanted me to add him to a group chat that I'm thinking of making on X where we all talk to Tom about movies. And if you know Tom, you know he loves group chats. So I think it'll be very fun. Still very overwhelmed, but thankful for last night. Good. I mean, I don't know um how or when it got overwhelming, but I'm sure it was the outpour of love and support and all of that stuff. Yes, Tom is the group chat king. So and the best way to do it is just to add him back in every single day because he tries to leave. Dang, amazing split my baby shower order. with 2 different deliveries. She is. She's just gonna get all these boxes. I just like the idea, and I didn't do it. I was just joking yesterday of like just sending a package of diapers to Soggy's house every week for the last like 3 months. Not even mentioning that it's for Caitlin or anything like that. Just like sending diapers over there. But yeah. So, all right, we're here. We're here. Let's talk this reading,
Down to
guys.
the reading.
Do we like this reading? How'd you feel? MP, how you like it? David, you reading the book, David? Caitlin, you don't even want to know. That would be great until I have to pick them up. Yeah, no, he's supposed to deliver them. I'll give him gas money. Um, Today's reading, they don't know what they want, right? They don't know what they want. They're kids. They're just they're just born, right? Come on. They don't know their butt from a hole in the ground, as they say. So it's our job to teach them, right? It's our job to advise them, to guide them, to mentor them, whatever you want to call it. But what the lead them, uh, what the reading wants us to get the difference in that is all those things, but not force them. And it's very hard to do when you're a parent, when you know the answers, when you have the experience, when you have planned something and you want them to put their shoes on and get going. It's very hard not to try to force them, try to, yell at them, talk very sternly, threaten punishment, all that kind of stuff. Um, so we have to just reframe. We have to take deep breaths. That's why we do these things like talk to each other and vent to our friends and sit in saunas in the morning so that we can more calmly lead them, as MP says. Lead the horse to water, can't force it to drink. He'll deliver those diapers when he delivers your charger. Yep, exactly. Yeah, we are idiots. So, um, that's what the reading is telling us. That's what we got to try to help them, right? So as we pull back on the reins a little bit, we give them a little bit more autonomy to make their decisions and make their choices and learn from their own mistakes. Um, that's going to help them grow into adults when they eventually leave the nest at their 18, 19, 20s. Or maybe that's 20, maybe that's the 26 David's talking about. It's not though. I know that. And then, as David predicts, they'll come back around 26 and be like, look, I've had like 5 years away. I've made a ton of mistakes, but look what I'm doing now. They'll bring you back into their life. They'll show you all the fun things they're doing. Maybe they're bringing you a grandchild or something like that. And, the reading goes on to say that if we protect this relationship, um, by leading instead of forcing, if we protect this relationship in their childhood, it's going to make it that much easier come their adulthood for us not to have so much friction. I think that's the difference I'm seeing in my parents. That's the difference I'm seeing that I saw with my wife's parents. And I think a lot of us have with our parental units is I don't think that they quite understood this fact. And so you get to a point like in your life, like where Caitlin's at right now. And she and I and MP, and she talked about it a little bit last night, but she's embarking on that journey. First kid, her parents, her husband parents are going to have a lot to say, a lot to advise. Um, there were all these moments in my first kid parenting journey where my mom and my wife, um, and then my wife's mom and her would butt heads because they would be telling us or her like what to do and what we were doing wrong. And just the way they would tell it was coming from it just whether they meant it this way or not, it comes off that way when you talk to people about stuff like that as a superiority, as I know better, listen to me, I'm right, blah, blah, blah. And then that relationship of parent and child starts to deteriorate. And so that's where the reading is going in right now is saying, look, this is gonna happen. Like this is nature. It happens no matter what. Like you have a kid, you put everything you can into that kid, and then that kid becomes an adult. And then that kid does whatever that kid wants to do, irregardless of how well you parented them, they're still going to like push those boundaries. Almost especially, almost purposefully. The tighter you try to hold the reins, the harder they are wild animals, folks. After all, yeah, David's book is going to be a bestseller for sure. I'm down for that. Yeah, write it up, David. We're good. We'll start reading that one. Is it a page a day? Can it be a page a day? Both parents. Yep. Yeah, it's for sure the hardest part. Currently, my father-in-law isn't speaking to my wife. Yeah, yeah. Look, I'm not speaking to either of my parents right now. Not necessarily for this reason, but that's already started. Yeah, it's one of the things that I mean, there's so many things about parenting. I think you heard a lot of it last night, Caitlin. There's so many things about parenting that is impossible for like us as experienced parents to impart onto you wisdom until you experience it. It's like I don't think anyone was prepared for the weird breakdown of you and your own parents' relationship because you were having a kid. Like, because it's celebratory. It's like, "We're having a kid. Yay, I'm getting a grandkid. This is so exciting." And then next thing you know, it's like, "No, don't put a metal spoon in their mouth. Wait, I wanna put a metal spoon in their mouth. Don't put them on the floor." Um, yeah, it's just my daughters raised me well. I will give them the credit. Yeah. And at the end of the day, what a friend of mine told me is he's like, "Look, the only thing that matters now is you, your wife, and your kids. Everyone else can get the fuck out if they don't agree with what you're doing." She is that's a lot in the right. I just feel bad because I can see it hurt. Yeah. And that's the thing is that happens and it hurts. It hurts to push your parents away, to know that they're hurting. They'll try to come back, but they won't change their ways. So then you'll be in like an awkward position again for a couple of months because you don't want like I did this to my dad, right? He pissed me off. I kicked him out of my life for 2 years. So he didn't see a portion of my I think it was Brooklyn's life, but also Bailey because she was alive. He didn't see a portion of her life, and I didn't see a portion of my niece or nephew's life. And it got really awkward. And at one point, my daughter goes, we let him back in, and my daughter's like, "Who's that?" It is what it is. If you're not gonna, it's my way or the highway. Like I said, they're my kids. It's my life. It's my household. Um, I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's not fun, but it is what it is. Yeah, I could be told 5,000 times over, but you need to experience it. Yeah. We had we do have a grandparent who's mad we're having a kid. Oh, interesting. That sucks. Sorry for that. It's a real bummer. I feel you. When we told ours we were having a third, the in-laws' response was, "Are you sure you want to do that?" Yeah. I mean, I don't recommend a third kid to most people, but I really love my third kid. He's dope. I didn't want a third kid after having the first two, but he's dope, so we're good. He's caused me a lot of problems though. I think and I don't think it's just the third kid. I think there was a lot going on in my life, but the a couple years ago was probably like the darkest part of mine and my wife's relationship. and the third kid just added to the commotion. So, but yeah, don't blame him at all. Soggy is probably the best with respecting Brown's boundaries. Thankful that I'm near positive. Yeah. Yeah, it's so weird because he has such a punchable asshole face and voice, but he is really a nice guy. He is. I think he's going to be an amazing uncle. We ruined travel plans. Um, I think he's going to be an amazing uncle, and being so close to you guys, I think he's really close, right? 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So that's going to be awesome. We don't have much of that, and I do miss that, but that's why we found a friend group. I love that. Dumb F words. But sometimes you need to say no. Yeah. Yep. The in laws are parents of the one who grew up in after school care. So it kind of really pissed me off that I haven't let it go. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's hard to let that stuff go, man. It really sinks in. Like, again, it should be a time of celebrating merriment, happiness. The grandparents should come and get to enjoy like these little tiny humans that they essentially created, right? Secondhand created these little tiny things. They should be stoked. They should be happy. They should be proud that, we all found someone and we wanted to create life because plenty of people don't do that. Plenty of people struggle with that. Plenty of people come in broken relationships or what have you. Plenty of different scenarios. But that we stayed in the same state because a lot of people they go and they move to a different state away from their parents and they have their kids there and barely get to see them. So they should be happy, but I get it. It's hard. It's hard to watch. Yes, I freaking love my kids and spending time with them. If I could afford it, I would have more. Yeah, don't do that. Too many. There's too many. We just don't tell the song he's nice. No, 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 no. What are we doing? 10 minutes, 9 minutes max. What are you guys doing? You guys leaving? Um, oh, nice tangent, y'all. All right, what else do we got on these notes? Let them plan, let them make the call. We need to step back sometimes. Got to give them that autonomy. Yep, yep, yep. Damn, I went through this. They need to build the muscle memory of decision making. Good point, Dom. Good point. Lead them with this was from ChatGPT. Lead them with wisdom, humility, and conversation. I like that. Fast forward your relationship. I talked about that. Dude, guys, I ripped this. I ripped this. Oh, he only lives 10 minutes away. Got it. Dude, that's great. That's great. You just got to be like, Uncle Sogs, I got to take a nap. Just like pop on over here, bring the dog. Uh, yeah, Uncle Sogs, man. It's going to be dope. I like I liked the question on the game last night where it's like, what is new baby waffles gonna collect? I love that people wrote waffle makers. I wrote syrup. I think we need to get her started on a syrup collection. That just rocks. Focus Falcon cards. That's definitely funny. A new Maxi. That's a trash character though. Why would anybody collect that? All right, and the daily stoic wisdom of the day from the page of the day. You don't have to do the right thing. You don't. You don't have to do the right thing. You can do the wrong thing. Plenty of people do the wrong thing. Plenty of us. I do the wrong thing all the time. Most of the time, you don't get caught. So you don't have to do the right thing. You get to, right? Nice little reframe. You get to. You get to live in a world where you're doing the right thing, where you're working well with others, where you're kind to your neighbors and friends and strangers, where you're helping out um, a random family of waffles in Wisconsin. We get to do all this shit. We're so blessed. I'm blessed that I get to just push some buttons on a computer and talk to you guys in the morning. It's really wild. It's really weird. I don't understand this. I don't understand how I got here. Go back in the future and tell 5 years ago, Dom, that this is going to happen? No way. Never. I'll bet against it every second of the day. Dee springboard lead, do not force. New baby waffles. I'm learning. Yeah, live and learn. I'll keep my filter. Dom, keep up the consistency and exercise today. Going home early today. Definitely gonna hit the gym. I'm thinking leg day. I fucking hate leg day, but that's the plan. Love you guys all. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. We are less than a month away. Yesterday was 1 month. We are less than a month away from the incoming baby waffles. Caitlin's life is going to change forever. It's never going to be the same again. She is about to embark on the greatest journey of her lifetime. So we're counting down the days. Less than 30 days, guys. Wild. Congratulations again to your family. Um, and I'm happy to be a little part of it, a little morning part of it. So thank you again. Thank you, everybody, for bringing me into your life. Thank you for hanging with me this morning. I'll see you back here tomorrow, Thursday, arguably the greatest day of the week, I would say. We'll see. Pop that music back up. Bye, chat.